Okay, here we have the mold to the CQB and Dragon Skin with some keys made out of Rebound 25. You can see I have my thicker keys on the side, one on each side, Frankenstein style. It's a little hard to see because it's dark out tonight, but I can turn this for y'all. There you go. Frankenstein style. And then we have the 5 keys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mohawk style. Now the Mohawk style have all been slit already. You can see I put my slice mark in them. Remember, in the key, not into your mold itself, but into the key. And what I'm doing over here is I am making my amount of pieces that I need. It's cardstock folded in half lengthwise, and now I will wrap it in tin foil, and then I will slip it in to each of these slit marks, then fold over the edges. I'll show you all that in a minute once I get it all put on. And I shall start mixing my resin and fiberglass and get ready to make my mother molds. So, see you in a bit. Okay, just for a little tip, I took this hot glue gun, and you can use super glue, some type of adhesive, and you have a seam line where your tin foil folds over. I just took some hot glue, put it in, and then fold this down over to help seal it off and keep it together. You'll see it comes important when you go to do your folding and stuff at the end. Keeps it from puffing out on you. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, 4 minutes later, and now you can see what I have going on here. Each of those pieces sits inside the made 1 per key, and you can see por qué. I made 1 per key, and then when they overlap, and then what I did is I folded the edges down to create a round shape ish. Now what I'll do, and each of these folds over onto itself and locks them into place to create one solid wall. Now what I'll do is I'll go through with the hot glue gun, and I will put a couple dabs of glue to hold each of these in place so they're not sticking out like that. Tin foil helps, cardstock helps, but that hot glue gun, poof, I'll hold that right into place, so on and so forth. And then it will create my generic, very fast, very well done wall. Those gaps in there, do not mind them because you're building up. That's just a wall to hold your sheets up and to hold your fiberglass in place. Too simple. Alright. Well, soaring hammer, Das Brutus. You haven't even seen your helmet yet, have you? This is Das Brutus's helmet. His Recon, minus the piece that goes right here, which we will get shortly, but this is the color scheme he wants. I haven't put the padding inside it yet, but I'm going to give you a better look here in a second, so I just wanted to show it off a little bit. I really hope he likes it. I've managed to finish it up for him while he's at work. Like I said, it just needs the padding in it and this centerpiece up here, but no privateers looking at molding his piece. We'll see. If not, like I said before, we'll create that piece and mold it and add it onto these for as a kit. But he went with the standard black hammered paint, along with, like I said, the texture that was already on here due to the molding process we did. And then he wanted the goldish, brassy, copperish, I don't know, type secondary color. So that's what we wanted. There, here, here, and I think he wants a section along here and then along these 2 pieces back here, like a faux hawk or something like that, he says. But I'm waiting until he gets back to actually do that. It's just easy tape off and then it will be done. Maybe he might actually put his name across the front here. If not, we will actually put it across the back, probably here. But I don't know. I'm happy with the Recon. Some people say there's too many slices here. It's probably an easy fix, and I may do a second or another version of the Recon shortly. But until then, this is what it looks like. So hopefully you all get to see between this one and the one that Joe's Master, and my wife is also doing one with Battle Damage, because we made one intentionally that had a lot of, well, I don't know if it was intentionally, but had a lot of spots where plastic didn't take due to a little trick we were trying, and So we kept it, and it's going to be an official battle damage one, kind of like Charlie did with his. We had that crack right here on his, and he made all the battle damage. We're doing the same thing with my wife's. And yeah, so when I get home, I'll finish hers up, and you'll get to see it. She's got a couple things she wants to do to it. My wife did paint these, because it's a pain in the butt for me to do, and she painted these as well. But I did all the taping off and the other pieces. So there you go, that's Brutus. So hopefully when you get home from work, you'll see your helmet, and I'll find out whether you like it or not. But anywho, I am slacking because now I need to still go get hot on that. So, bye. Y'all wonder if I ever sleep. Well, that should answer your question. Anywho, going out here, this is what we're working with. I got a couple coats of the fiberglass and resin on. I think it might be enough for this side. Considering it's so late, the temperature is about 78 degrees, 80 degrees. Let me check this. We are looking at about 80 degrees. Now, someone on the forum had asked the question one time about why did the resin turn black? The answer is temperature. During the day, between 90 and 95 plus degrees, I go through, let's see, I mix my batch up to 150 milliliters, just to that line right there, which is a good 2 batches, and I have to use it fast, or it hardens real fast. And I always end up with a little bit left that hardens up in the bottom. But now nighttime, I went through 4 or 5 batches, and it's still not hard. None of it's hard yet. Same exact measurements, proper measurements, based on that right there. One of those for every 6 of the big ones, but I measured them out already for 12. Correction, half of one of those for every 6 of the big ones, tablespoons. But I measured off 12 tablespoons for one whole of those, and it's 150 milliliters. Anyway, the temperature, if you notice, it's turning dark, very dark, almost a blackish, a gray black, as it's curing. So my theory is either humidity or temperature, because it is kind of humid out, but I'm more or less going to go with temperature. Anywho, so that's what you see we got there. Remember I told you those holes did not matter because they were all going to get covered up. The fiberglass just goes straight down over. Anywho, we get some time to cure. I'm going to take a break. Well, do break. I might do some casting for Tim, but otherwise, there we go. Okay, while we're waiting on this guy here to take the tape off his Recon, we shall show you this. See, yeah, it's got baby powder on it because I like the lavender smell. Well, there we go. There you have it. Those are my keys from the outside looking on the inside. And this is the CQB. So we are about to do our first cast of thy CQB. So we'll let you know how it turns out. And we're still waiting. And I'm going to pause. 3 hours has elapsed. I am so I am so,
and there are no Red Bulls involved in today.
No, there are not. Show us the top of that.
Still a little bit of touch up to do.
Mr. I don't know my own strength, and I'm going to tape everything with 10,000 layers of tape. And use a car to hold it down.
Trying to cover all the spots I took the paint off.
All right, Sir mix me a lot of batter so I can mix up this beater here.